Hey guys, welcome back and thanks for watching. Meet Misty. She is my newest sim. I decided to do a bit of a rags to riches challenge, but as a garden fairy. So as you can see by her wings, she's not a normal sim. She is a beautiful, mystical fairy. She literally has nothing. She doesn't have a similar to her name. She does have a little plot of land, which eventually, hopefully, we can build into a little house for her. So, as I said, she is a garden fairy. So, the mod that I've got installed, you can either be a crystal fairy or a garden fairy. But I decided since she's starting outside with absolutely nothing, garden fairy is probably the best way to go. So, I made her do some digging, and we've just found a fossil, which is brilliant. So let's see how much they're worth. So 70 and 50. Okay, so we're off to an amazing start already. So I thought I'd just send her fishing and see if we can catch anything to make some more money. So a lot of this game is going to be like foraging, fishing, digging, that sort of stuff basically. And then hopefully, eventually, I can build her a house. So we're going to try and do some of the aspiration parts as well. So she wants to plant some stuff. So we'll make her a little garden. And hopefully she can get some money that way. So we're going to be looking for frogs. We're going to be digging up to see if we can get crystals, digging to see if we can get any more fossils. So hopefully we should be able to make a decent amount of money, but there is going to be a lot of running around in this video. I've started it in spring because obviously she would freeze to death in the winter. She is definitely not dressed for the weather. But finding these fossils is amazing because we're up to 244 simoleons already, which is amazing. And yes, I'm still very aware that I say simoleons and simoleons differently because somebody's made me paranoid with how I say it. So I'll apologise in advance for that. So we keep finding these weird little boxes and some upgrade parts, but obviously she doesn't have anything to upgrade, so we'll get rid of those. And I think the weird little box things, they normally have like collectible figures in them. So maybe eventually when she does get a house, we can probably put them on a shelf, but for now we're selling them. So we are finding frogs, and as much as she loves animals and nature, we can't keep them because we need money. So with the money that she has earned so far, I decided to buy a couple of little patches of like dirt for her property, and I thought that she could plant some stuff, so we'll make a little start on her aspirations. And hopefully that should bring in some more money as well, because as it is, I'm giving her a little toilet, as you can see in the background, that nice little bush there. But we're just going to try and live off the outdoors. She's a garden fairy. She's made for this shit. She's like, I don't know, Bear Grylls, but better, prettier, and with wings. So she's just planting all of her stuff. She's going to be trying to like evolve all the plants and stuff. I've never grown a cow plant. So maybe eventually that's something that we could look at as well. Because yeah, played it for like, what, 25 years? Never grown the cow plant, ever. Very weird. I used to just have a very set structure of how I played my games and that was it. But yeah, this is all out of my comfort zone. So it's a bit exciting. So yeah, her needs are starting to get a little bit low now. So we're going to have to find her some food. I did let her eat some of the plants left over from that. And I thought if she took a couple of pictures, then maybe we can make a little bit of money that way. Just because since buying all this stuff, she's a little bit low. So let's take some pictures of those. And then I didn't realise she actually lives near the beach. So I'm going to send her off to do some digging and see what else we can find. And hopefully by the end of this video, she can have some sort of like, I don't know, a little shack or something, just where she can like rest her sleepy head and just, yeah, have a little chill. So yeah, as I said, a lot of this is like foraging and fishing and stuff, but I love all the landscape. Everywhere's different and it's super cool. But I didn't realise that those little piles of fish, you can't actually do anything with them. They are just for decoration. And all I've got in my head are the seagulls making weird noises. So she is catching a few fish, but she is getting like pittance. She's not getting a lot from that at all. She's making more money kind of like scooting around and finding little boxes of presents, which is really odd. And I never knew there were so many strays floating around. And that's like really tugging on my heartstrings. So I think we're going to have to do something about that as well. So we're just selling everything that she's found. And we're up to like 200 simoleons again, which is amazing. So she literally just spent the day kind of like floating around. And we're up to 394 now, which is good. So as I said, there's strays everywhere. There's dogs and cats. And I love animals anyway. But she's a garden fairy, so I've decided that she loves animals and God. So we're going to try and befriend all the animals, and then I think we're just going to adopt them. I'm pretty sure you can adopt them when you get their friendship high enough. I think we're going to have to find her a computer at some point because she keeps scratching like she's got a rash. And I don't think you can buy medicine on the phone. I can't remember. But anyway, this is Captain. Hi, Captain. We're going to try and make friends with Captain so we can adopt him. I mean, she doesn't have a roof over her head just yet, but maybe eventually when the little house is ready, you can adopt him and we can take him home. He's super cute. So she's just trying to train him at the moment. And yeah, I've noticed that rash is finally coming out now. Okay, so we can adopt him now. I just seen it pop up. And you're both really hungry. But we can't take him home because we don't have a home. So there's literally no point. He may as well just float around here for the time being. And I'll just hope that no other sim adopts him. So yeah, really need to sort that rash out. But at least we're friends now with the little Poocho. So I managed to find a grill. And we're just going to cook some food. Thankfully, even though these grills are really expensive to buy, they're not that expensive to cook on, which is good. So I've just kind of put it in her inventory, and it won't last long, but it should last long enough for her to keep her needs up for a little while. And then she decided to just venture around again and say hello to some more strays. A little pussycat, a little green fog around Nugget. Don't be sad, Nugget. I'll be your friend. So I think when we are starting to get settled, I'm going to buy some pet bowls. I'm going to put the pet bowls in the inventory. And I'm going to see if I can just like plop them around. Just so we can feed the animals. Because it's so heartbreaking. They shouldn't do this to me. But Misty's decided to go home. We are harvesting everything, which is amazing. Look how many simoleons we have now. We've got over 1,000. This is looking really good. So I decided to have a look on the phone to see if we can get her some medicine because her rash is pretty bad. But I'm pretty sure it's just a computer thing. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong and I'm looking in the wrong place, somebody please let me know, because as far as I know, the medicine is only on a computer, which is a bit of a bummer because I don't want to spend all the money on a computer. I suppose I could buy it and sell it, but it's a bit pointless. But yeah, I'm very happy with how much money she's made in such a short space of time. It's been like a couple of days and she's doing amazing. So I put her a little gazebo and just a couple of like shelves and stuff and a little bed and a shower. I did put a fridge outside and then I realised the fridge got wet. The fridge broke. So maybe it wasn't the best idea. So I'm going to have to get rid of the fridge. But at least she's got a bed. And we can keep most of her needs topped up. We can keep using the grill. So yeah, I think she's doing really well. I like her little pallet bed. It's cute. And we're just going to carry on the way that we are. So I'm quite happy where we've got to so far in the first video. So I will look at making part 2 shortly. And we can carry on with Misty's story. Maybe we can look at adopting some of those poor animals and make an animal shelter. Okay, I'm loving this idea. So as always, thank you so much for watching my video. Do not forget to look for part 2 soon. And as always, like, subscribe and share. And I'll see you soon. Bye.